remember we are on a demo account, so we want to go ahead and find the textbook that best suits our needs. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and select the one that they use for 8th grade social studies. So I'll go ahead and click on the teacher edition. Once I'm on there, whatever it is I'm teaching, and if you see there's already stuff there, it's people that have messing around with it. Remember, you cannot break it. So always feel free to come in, play around with it, mess with it. Remember, we are in a discovering process. Nothing is going to be perfect. Therefore, we need to accommodate and try to find what's best for us and for the students especially. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and go into resources. Remember, you are the master of your content, therefore you probably know more than I. Or if you've used the online textbook, you should be a whiz at it and you should be amazing at it. So remember, the whole purpose of today's lesson is to integrate parts of the textbook into teams. Now, depending how tech savvy you are, you might make some accommodations and make it easier. Unfortunately, the textbooks, they are able to be integrated into Google Classrooms, making it much easier to access for students. But since we don't have Google Classrooms, we have to work around it and make it work onto Teams. So once I'm on here, you're gonna see a whole bunch of things going on. Therefore, I'm gonna go ahead and, once again, you decide how you want to do it. In this case, I'm gonna go under lesson search. I'm gonna go to the chapter I want to work that I'm currently working on with students. I'll say chapter 4, and then whatever the lesson is. Let's say it's 2. So there it is. I get some resources there, and I'm gonna go with guided reading activity lesson 2. So you can click on it and then download, or you can click on tools and then open this resource. It's going to send you the same way. And see, share with Google Classroom. Unfortunately, we do not have that. Now, you do have the option to assign it through the textbook. It is really up to you, but once again, the focus of the lesson today is integrating onto Teams. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, once I have opened it, I'm going to go ahead and download it. And then make sure that you remember where you save it and you can rename it, because it happens to me very often that I just save stuff and then I don't know what I named it or where I saved it, and I have trouble accessing it later. Now I'm going to go ahead and save that. Please disregard my Apple support. It's saved. I'm going to go back to my Teams. I'm gonna go here. Ideally, we would want to have our students assigned, but since we don't, there is really no classes yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and create a team. So I'm gonna create a team. I'm gonna press on class and I'm gonna call SS demo. Now you can give it a description, not necessary. I'll go ahead and press next. Students, teachers, we really don't have anyone. If you have your kids in school and you just want to have them as guinea pigs, go ahead and add them. If not, it's okay. You can just press skip. Now, once I'm here, I'm going to go on to assignments. If you already assisted to the other session, you might be a master at it already. Right here, we're just going to go real quick on how to add the assignment that we just downloaded from the textbook. So I'll go ahead and create and then assignment. I'm going to title it demo. Instructions. Fill out the attached PDF and turn in. You can give them whatever instructions you want. Remember, if you are more tech savvy and you want to turn that PDF document into a Word document. That makes life much easier because students are able to write in a different color, and you can tell their answers apart from the other text real quick. Now, remember, I told you it was very, very important that you remember where you you downloaded your document to. So I'm going to press upload from this device because I saved it onto my computer. I'm going to go onto desktop. I believe that's where I saved it, and then there it is as this lesson. I'm going to go ahead and open it. And if you see it, it is a PDF. That's why I say if you're more tech savvy, you can always go ahead and convert it into a Word document. There are free websites for that. In my opinion, it makes life way easier. Now here, assign to. In this case, I'm just assigning to all students that are in my demo class. There's really no students. But let's say, for example, you have students that you need modifications for. You can assign this to everyone except those students and give those students something else. So you're able to do a lot of things here, but that was introduced in another session, or it will be introduced. Date and time that you want to do, and post assignment notifications to this channel. Once you're finished filling out everything, and if you want to go ahead and press there, you can go ahead and kind of see what it does. It doesn't really do much because it's a PDF. I'm just going to go ahead and assign. After a while, you'll see that you're going to get a notification saying that it has been assigned. There it is. So now I want to go ahead and see how it's going to look for students. So I open my assignment. I'm going to click on Student View. You can either have students just press on it, it will automatically open, or they can be a little more fancy. Now, if you see here, it does have the blanks, but we are not able to type. Now, this is really going to be up to you, the teacher, on how you want to do it. You can tell them, you know what, in a Word document, go ahead and fill out the answers, or on your notebook, go ahead and fill it out, answer your essential question as your exit ticket. I mean, you're the expert. You know how you run your classroom. It's really going to be up to you. Now, I can go back and I can download it as a student. Now it downloaded. I can open it. And I'll go ahead and open it. There it is. And remember, this is the student view. Now, if you see here, if they open it this way, they do have the ability to type in their answers. Now, you can give them specific instructions to open it, to download and then open so they can fill it out, and then they can save it and submit it back to you. But once again, this is really up to you and how you want to run your classroom. Once, like I told every single subject, and I'll say it again if I have already said it, we are in a discovering process. We are learning. We might make a few mistakes at the beginning. Don't get frustrated. I mean, we're all on the same boat. It will come around, making things easier at the end. But my best recommendation is just play around with it, mess around with it. Demo accounts, you cannot break anything. And even if you break it, we do have people that are able to come back and fix it for you. So don't be afraid. Play with it. Discover what's best for you, what's best for your students. So once you're done, the student can submit. You can grade it. I mean, you can post a grade here, like they'll explain. Tyler, we still need to input it there. So for right now, this is a quick run-through version of how we can add assignments onto Teams from the virtual textbook. It's really up to you how you want to modify it. You can do many, many more things. For right now, that's all. I'm going to go ahead and in a while, we'll give you some practice time so you can go ahead and play around with it, upload some activities. Maybe you want to upload something else. It's really up to you.